I'm getting the mini semi ready for the 2021 cruise-ins and car shows and whatever kind of events I can take it to this year. So wanted it to look a little bit different, and I've been trying to figure out something to do about the back end back here to change it up a little bit. It's just all black. So I've started making some fenders to go on it, and yes, I'm going with wood again because it's just a whole lot easier to work with in my situation. This is what I've started with so far, and I'm trying to get it to where I can have some kind of thing to close this into, some kind of little door where I can access stuff. And I don't know, we're just starting on some things. I do have a crack right along here from when I took it to Oktoberfest and it got really wet. That seam split right there, the plywood apparently got a little too much moisture in it and swelled up. One thing, I don't have the inside of the ceiling sealed up in any kind of way, so I'm probably going to put a coat of paint on that. That may help with the moisture that got in there, but I'm going to have to do that repair. Been meaning to make a dash pad type thing for this thing for the longest, and I still haven't finished up my carpet and stuff in here. It's a little hard to see. I still got it just kind of cut up there a little bit, so I need to finish that. I was going to put carpet on the ceiling too, but dang, that's kind of hard to do upside down, so I don't know whether I'm going to do that or not. But anyway, I'm going to get back to working on the fenders. That brings us to the sponsor of today's video, me. Every part and every piece of all of my projects has been paid for by me. Any part that was free was collected from various construction job sites, either before or after it went in the dumpster, by me. So go out and get yourself a job where you can buy parts for your projects like me. Thanks, me. In all seriousness, I'd like to thank a lot of people that have either donated parts that have become projects or parts for my projects, or have donated their time. Like Randy and Brenda Fox, John, Patty, and Drew Bass, Kyle Burks, Bobby Elkins, and Joseph Johnson. Thank y'all very much for your donation to the Kevin's Creations projects. Thanks again. And it's storming outside, as y'all can probably hear, and coming to flood. These just unplug. Well, they're supposed to. There they go. Just a reminder, this is the nose piece, the front end piece off of an E-Z-GO golf cart that I modified for this application. This is one time I wish I had this thing in the shop because I'm fixing to make dust. But I'm not going to put it in the shop today because it is pouring rain out there. So it will take a little bit to get it to transfer over. So I got this inside of the semi just all plasticed off. I'm going to start painting the ceiling, and then once the paint dries real good, I'm going to spray adhesive on there and try to get carpet to stick to the ceiling. I don't know how well that's going to go. I got some pretty good adhesive, so hopefully that will go well. But I'm fixing to find out. I went with a real basic design on the fenders. Just a little 45 to edge. And I've done the initial sanding on them, and now I've got filler on them. Then I'll have to resand that again. But here is both of them. Oh, they're kind of crude at this point, but they will look better soon. And then I've got this piece off the top of the semi, but you see what I'm getting ready to do. Controller box and multi-pattern LEDs. They strobe and do all different kinds of things. Getting ready to drill the holes for that, pull the wires through. I'll mount that box in there, and hopefully I'll just have to pull one wire to the buttons right here. I'll have to feed that through the semi, but about to get started on drilling the holes and getting these mounted. And now I got these all sanded down, getting ready to put primer on them. And on this piece over here, I had to cut all these wires off, shorten them, reattach them, and I mounted the control box here. I mounted it here rather than under the dash because from here to the controller is just a 3-wire system. And if I'd put this controller in there, I'd have had to have the 3 wires from this plus 8 more wires for that. And this will be fine up here. That's all it needs. Just the 3-wire controlling it. And the button is just an on, it looks like an on-off. And this button here probably changes the function, the pattern of it. Got this piece all done. Back up there, I'll show you later what it looks like with the lights going. And in the process of wiring it up, I pulled this panel out, and apparently I put too much pressure on the wires or something, but it broke all 6 of my switches back through here on the back side. Separated them. It's just cheap Chinese junk. I pulled it out and snapped the clips off the back of all of them. So I got another one of them coming. Get to reinstall it. This is the controller for the lights up top. But I took the seat out because I'm actually going to carpet under the seat. And I've started putting carpet on the ceiling. I just got some little 1-foot squares that I'm going to put on here, and I used black. Couldn't find the brown to match all the brown in here, and I thought, well, black goes with the outside trim, so we'll put that on the inside. So it was much easier to just take the seat out that I had in here to be able to do the ceiling and the carpet and the wiring under the dash. So I finally got that carpeting done there, this carpeting done over here. I have a mess of wire hanging down because I still have to rewire the new one of those in. Got the black ceiling. So while I have the seat out, I'm actually gonna change the color of the bottom of the seat. It was yellow like the outside, but I think I'm gonna probably do it a brown or a tan or something like that. It needs to be painted anyway. I didn't have a good coat on it to begin with, but it's coming together pretty good. Well, I got the fenders on there. They're not completely bolted down yet, but they're on there. Gonna make a little something to go over this. I haven't figured out what yet. We'll put something on there. Alright, I got the New panel, electrical panel in there, switch panel, whatever you want to call it. It looks exactly the same as the old one did. Just this one's not broke. Got the carpet all done inside of here. Looks really good. Got the seat put in, and I painted that seat base the brown color. It was the yellow color and wasn't a very good paint job, so that's done. Something else I worked on, I replaced this little chain tensioner right here. I had just 2 bearings on there, and it was metal, and the chain running over that metal made a lot of noise. So this is a little bigger wheel, and it's got the plastic around the outside of it with a good bearing. So that was something that I got done. And the other thing was I got the lights all wired in that I had on the fender. Put a couple of red ones back here on the back. Got all that going now. And I also hooked up a relay and did some work to make when the reverse light comes on, the indicator light on here comes on, it should turn the backup lights on back there. So I'm going to get all that going here in a little bit. But this project's winding down. I think it looks good with the lights on the top, all the lights down the side, the fenders. I think this was a good improvement. Done a couple other little things to it. I'm not going to right now, but this will end up having a cover and stuff on it, but at a later date. Alright, this is the last piece of the puzzle that I wanted to try to get done. Made a little dash pad. This is basically just a 2x4 that I cut out. Left a 1/2 inch of wood on this side, 1/2 inch of wood on this side. Wrapped it in carpet. I wanted to put this alligator vinyl, but I thought I had some left. Couldn't find it anywhere. I had a ton of this carpet left, so I carpeted it. I think it looks alright. But that's it for this video, guys. We will see you on the next one.